folks, welcome to Edinburgh. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the print shop scene that was shot here in the Royal Mile in Edinburgh. In fact, most of the Voyager scenes in the beginning, first few episodes, are shot here in Edinburgh. Before I take you down to the venues where the print shop scene was shot, I'm going to take you to the Wall's End pub, which features quite heavily in one of the episodes. So this is the famous Royal Mile in Edinburgh. It's part of the Old Town. In fact, back in the 1700s, this was the only part of Edinburgh that actually existed. I'm going to take you to a spot where Edinburgh officially ended. I'm actually standing right on the heart of Midlothian. It's a marker spot for the old toll booth that used to be here. This in fact marked the end of official Edinburgh in that period of time. So before I take you to all the locations of where Series 3 was shot in the Royal Mile, especially to do with the print shop scene, I'm going to take you to the Wall's End pub. From this pub you'll easily be able to make your way to the three different closes. Tweedale Court is just to the left of the pub. It's literally the second close in from the pub. And then the other two venues are just down the road from this pub. So you won't have far to walk. Now, of course, Outlander fans will recognize this pub straight away. After Claire meets up with Jamie, Jamie forgets that he had to go pick up Mr. Willoughby. So Claire and Jamie dash out in the rain and run to the Wall's End pub. Now, of course, Carfax Close is supposed to be near this pub, but in reality this close doesn't exist. So they've used three different locations to shoot the print shop scene. So here's another quote from Voyager regarding Jamie's Carfax Close. It was a longish winding close and the print shop was at the foot. There were thriving businesses and tenements on either side, but I had no attention to spare for anything beyond the neat white sign that hung by the door. Now what's interesting is that Carfax Close, the place where Jamie's shop was, doesn't actually exist. So in the movie, this was actually shot at three different locations. The first location was Bakehouse Close, that we're standing in now. And then the two other closes are Tweedale Court and Sugar House Close. Now today in Edinburgh, Bakehouse Close is one of the best preserved closes still left in the old town of Edinburgh. Now, back in the day, the 1700s, these closes housed all sorts of people. Weavers, printers, all sorts of professions used to live in these little houses. Now, something that may not be well known is that a lot of these closes were used for prostitution, and the prostitutes in the old town of Edinburgh were very famous all over the UK, and people used to travel far to come and visit them. Now, you may be asking yourself, what the hell is a close? Well, Edinburgh Old Town has loads of closes. These are typically passageways between two buildings, and they normally lead into a square or into the next street. And in these closes used to be little shops. So we're just next door to Bakehouse closure. So this is one of the second venues that was used for the print shop scene. So this is a pivotal scene in Series 3 of The Voyager. It's when Claire comes back after the Battle of Culloden, and she tracks Jamie down to Edinburgh, the Royal Mile, where he's actually working in his own print shop. When she walks into the shop, Jamie's got his back turned to her, and she says, "Jamie, it's me," and he turns around, and when he sees her, he turns pure white. She walks up to him and touches his face and notices that his nose was broken. And as she touches his face, he faints from sheer shock. I'm not going to give any more away from this scene. Next week I'm going to post another video explaining to you the history of the Royal Mile in Edinburgh and which scenes were actually shot here for this series. Well, I'm standing here in the courtyard of the Museum of Edinburgh, which is right next to Bakehouse Close. Now, it's free to enter here, so when you're coming to visit the Royal Mile and want to see Bakehouse Close, then just pop in next door and you will get a free tour of the history of Edinburgh.